Yo, 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 what is up, my peeps? Tremaine Man Cop here. We are back with another awesome stream for you. We're going to be doing some raid progression. So, pitter patter, let's get at her. Let us bring up the stream. Let's bring up the chat. The chat. Chad. Let's bring up the game. Well, you're right. I am bad, Mr. Bruson, for sure. Thank you for the welcome, though. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get Mythic Jailer tonight, though. I just something tells me. We'll try though, just for you, buddy. Let's go over here and drop into our guild raid Discord voice channel.
I don't think anyone's talking, Raven.
Well, they are now. Or, yeah, I guess you mean before that.
Yeah.
Gonna update a couple of weak auras. That one's gonna take a few minutes. Kind of. I've mostly missed Ventrilo. Like it was mostly before my time, but a little bit. Like I used to use it to eavesdrop on one's raid team. Back before I was on it, and I was just listening.
Should be. It's set to normal, though.
Now it's set to heroic.
And we did use Skype for a little bit, if I remember correctly, but that was a long time ago.
Go with.
I'm gonna just follow Metro just in case I go the wrong way. And hope he doesn't lead me off a cliff. He has been known to do that. So I legit have no idea where I'm going. Yeah, there's a couple Mistweavers in the group now. It's nice. More gear options for me. Did I go the wrong way? Nope. Apparently, this is just where the trash is. That's harsh, Mr. Bruson. That's harsh.
We want a portal or closet, and then or just wait to clear trash.
Closet for what? You want to get clothing or something?
He does. Evil robes.
Yeah, just evil robes.
That sounds right.
I mean, it's important to look your best. Look good, feel good, play good.
Dress for success.
Dress for the boss kill you want to get, not the one you're gonna get.
Mm-hmm. I have one, Nightfire, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I will try to not use it on the wrong boss this time.
Rudy gave me one tonight. Good.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Almost.
I watched that health bar go down.
Almost. Almost. Family Guy.
That's a TV show, right?
Used to be. I don't know what it is now.
It's still a TV show.
It's a meme now.
From a guy who requires absolute boundaries to break. Because when he doesn't have them, his work sucks.
All right, we'll need another TV here to get Riz. Now that is total bullshit. I don't know why I launched 1 Fingers of Frost at them when the shield was up. 1.
But it's a splitting ice, or?
No,
Oh.
the thing is shit just kept firing back at me, and
I think it picks one person. And clearly that's you.
Pick the wrong motherfucker to fuck with.
Did it though? Because it looked successful to me.
Yeah, watch what happens, bro. Look who's still standing now.
Me?
Him too. That robot's on the floor, collecting greens off it, not even grays.
Good point.
I think it still interacts with Blizzard because I did have a Blizzard up.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy them. At the end there, they were one of my least favorite things to stream, and since I wasn't getting joy out of them, I was pretty sure no one else was either. So,
And it's definitely reflecting more damage than being done to it.
More aberrations.
Their presence upsets the cycle.
The pattern must be restored.
Alright, so we got Mecha and Riz to
Their
summon.
strength harvested.
Thank you.
Does anyone not have a Vantis rune? I don't know what boss we're using it on, so just hold on to it.
Yeah, definitely a Louvre, and we'll use it.
so not the jailer then.
Yeah, good one. Definitely not normal jailer, no cup.
What's that for?
For the rune.
For what? Oh, no, God. Oh, no.
No. All the runes were...
Trade materials are free.
Yeah, and we sometimes...
If you want to donate herbs to Raven to use for them, by all means, but otherwise, no.
I didn't have a Vantis rune.
Thanks, Micah. Oh, okay.
So you know when you're just sitting down, it's really early in the morning, and you're trying to eat breakfast, but you're still half waking up, and then your lovely wife says, "Oh, you got to see this video," and then she shoves it in your face, and it's an elephant diarrhea shitting in just a maelstrom onto
I saw that one too.
It was constipated, and I needed to help it.
That poor veterinarian.
I know, right in the face.
Now
Oh
I'm
my
curious.
God. Alright, I'll post it.
Alright.
Pretty sure I don't want to see that.
There's 2 of them there too, so you know it's the junior vet that got told to put their arm up an elephant's ass.
Totally, yep, totally.
It just reminds me of that one poor guy who the elephant backed into, and his whole head went up the elephant's bottom. And when the newspaper interviewed him later, they're like, "What was it like?" And he's like, "Very dark."
It's in general.
Very dark.
It's like he had his eyes open. Jeez.
It's in general, chat.
All right, did we try this last night? Yes, we did.
Several times.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep. Could have had it last night. Tonight, definitely we get it 1 or 2 pulls. Just make sure you guys are ready to kill these ads, especially the second set. That's the one that we always struggle a little bit with. And then on to the progression boss, which we'll be using the Vantage Runes for and hopefully getting down tonight. So, let's ready check for the pull.
Knight, that was disgusting.
I know.
You knew what you were about to click on, and you
Yeah,
said
to be fair. I did set
I
up
know, but it's just so horrible. When you just look at it, it's even worse.
It's right in the face.
Alright, here we go.
So now you know if you're having a bad day, it can get worse.
3, 2, 1.
Weakness must be purged.
You know nothing of loyalty.
Kill ads.
Okay, we're on the ads now, guys. Melee interrupting Gloom Bolt, please. Move everything over.
Kyrian, protect me.
Okay, next is the shield mechanic, guys. Make sure you're ready for this.
To the Archon! Some scars never fade.
Kyrian's resolve is unbreakable.
Draw mana and Lara Dust.
Nothing is sharper than a
Okay, we're dodging the spears on the ground.
Watch your step.
And we're back on duty. Make sure we're keeping that one as our target for now. Gonna be new ads, guys. Range, make sure you're ready to kill. Here they are. Make sure melee are interrupting this next Gloom Bolt so we can move the mobs. Okay, one more interrupt and we're moving. Okay, let's move over. And there's new shield. One's far, one's close. Be ready. It's on Lara Dust and Saber, so one of you is going to have to go very far.
Thank you very much for the kind sub. I cannot see your name right now. I will look at it in between
Say
pulls.
when you're there.
I promise.
My spear will find your heart.
I'm in.
Damn it, I got you.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's go ahead and just wipe it up. Go and jump off, guys.
My bad. I wasn't paying attention that I got the demon.
And that was a humble strike. Killed a few people. I just did a ton of damage to everyone.
Yeah, do you just keep tying that back off? Or I don't know what's going on there. We need to swap every time there's a stack of that.
Jump off, Mecca.
Kill ads.
Kyrian's resolve is unbreakable. Your souls will be hurled into the maw.
Okay, I'm going to totally butcher this name, so I apologize ahead of time. Teuin. Thank you very much for the kind sub. Much appreciate the support of the channel.
Okay, eat up.
Am I resible? Or am I...
I'm guessing again, let's see.
Does anybody have a talent book where I could change talents?
Yeah, absolutely.
And a little late tonight, sorry. Oh, cool.
I definitely need to do better on seeing the gloom bolts and interrupting them.
Rage for the pull.
Hey, can I get 1 second?
Is that
Sure.
Yuland?
Sorry.
No, operations.
Oh, I was like, who the fuck? Sounds completely different. got a new mic.
Don't be wishful thinking now.
Tell you, I'm gonna send you one that's wired so, and in pretty much solid state in such a way that there's no way your kids can mess with it.
Impossible. The kids, they figure it out.
Yep.
Well, I guess if they physically unplugged it.
There was a reality show, and it was about a bunch of someone with a shit ton of kids, and they put one of those things on the door so that the kid couldn't open the door, and like within 5 seconds she had like torn it off and come into the living room like, "What are you doing, Daddy?" You know, in the middle of the night.
Alright, I'm good, sorry.
He spent 20 minutes putting it on, and 5 seconds later.
That's how it works.
Yep.
Alright, here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Focus. Strategy.
You will never ascend.
Hey, first things ads, guys, we ready?
Kill ads.
Akirian's resolve is unbreakable.
And we're moving. Let's interrupt Gloombolt, guys.
Akirian, protect me.
Next is the shield mechanic. Okay, it's coming out on Raven and Rosera.
Oh god, so far away.
Plenty of time, no rush.
Yeah, but
It's a good thing you're a super fast DK.
Okay, dodging
Watch your step.
brown mechanics. And now we're on duty way higher. Need to make sure everyone's on duty right now, guys.
Kill ads.
Akirian's resolve is unbreakable.
And we're on ads. Okay, let's move everything over.
To the Archon.
Shields out too, make sure you're paying attention. 2 locations, same as last pull. Here it comes. It's on Denegra and Shramana, so you're gonna have to run far. So
no interrupt, can't get more.
I've got it. Akirian's resolve is unbreakable.
So what's going on that we keep losing people to this mechanic, guys? Let's go ahead and wipe this up. We really got to get through this first phase. This is like very, very easy. Please make sure you're ready to do these mechanics in phase 1. Doesn't get hard until the next part.
You guys saw that, right? Warcraft just went away for a bit.
You have plenty of time to do these mechanics, guys. Just be ready to react to them.
Don't release.
That was the weirdest friggin' thing.
Okay, go and eat up. Second time through the order on those mechanics, it's the most dangerous, so please make sure you're selling out to get them done. Feels like we have to get like lucky right now to get by that. I don't know why that would be the case.
Thanks, Theo. I thought it did.
Okay, here's a raid check. Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Focus. Strategy.
You know nothing of loyalty.
If it does that again, I may have to stop streaming to see if it fixes it, but...
There's ads.
Flesh exists to rot.
Okay, moving, interrupting gloom bolts.
Protect me!
Next is shields.
Some scars never fade.
Resolve is unbreakable.
I got myself.
Mayflower's interfere. Yep.
Nothing is sharper than a Kyrian blade.
Dodging the swirls.
Watch your step.
Make sure you're on duty right now. They're about the same though, so. More ads. Okay, let's move everything.
To the Archon. I will carve my runes into your soul.
Raven and Yulin have the mechanic. Both are back there. Good. Dodging one more time.
Watch your step.
Probably gonna push in the middle of this. Okay, that's it. Let's get over to the red. 2 interrupts on Winter Queen. Then we'll hard swap to Denathrius to keep them even.
Watch your step.
Okay, here comes Denathrius. Make sure everybody's on that one.
Animals are coming. Not super close.
Seeds as well, make sure.
Find shelter.
Need a little more on renewal.
Yep, back on renewal, guys. Finish up these seeds. And in about 20 seconds, we have our big moment on this phase. Make sure you're on renewal right now, guys. 6% ahead.
Seeds are done.
Great, here comes the frontal. And be ready for Hand of Destruction in 5 seconds. Make sure you're ready to use all your defensive CDs here to survive no matter what. And then we push out of this phase and it's over.
Spread.
Don't get hit by frogs. Spread out. Stop running on top of each other. Okay, and we're just on renewal. Fine, doesn't really matter which one. Actually, yeah, definitely we want renewal here so we can blast Denathrius in the next phase. Stay on renewal, guys. Make sure renewal is the low one here. And we're just going all the way here. Don't hesitate on damage. Frontal. Okay, good. And now we're on prototype of Denathrius, whatever the fuck his name is, the whole time. I marked the skull on the wrong person. So eventually it's going to be on him if I could target him.
Not the whole time. We're going to have to swap at some point.
Yep, but we want him to die first, so make sure he does. He's 6% ahead of the others, so it should happen that way. Okay, hero. Keep them balanced, but make sure Denathrius dies first. As long as we're within a 5 or 6 second window, we'll benefit. A little bit more on War now. War has not been stacked properly, so he's really high. I put a box on war just so you can keep an eye on that.
We have new seeds up too. Don't let those die.
Yep, keep the seeds healed. And we're dodging the spears on the ground, guys.
Find shelter. Watch your
And just
step.
keep at it on war. Let the others get like lower, and then we'll hard blast on Denathrius. So now we're on duty, a little bit higher as well, 11%. And duty 13%. We really want to swerve this Hand of Destruction, so we need to keep them all even. Come on, guys, stay alive. Okay. Make sure you're on Denathrius. Racking pain, and then the frontal. Killing them all. Great. Good kill.
Yeah,
So that's
I'd
easy at
say
the end
that
there.
Anima Bolt. I wish that had gotten interrupted more.
I almost died to an early Gloom Bolt too. It sucked.
Yeah, I died to it. That's what killed me.
Yeah, not good interrupting there at all on that fight, but got it done.
Yeah, another sigil.
Whew, that was weird.
I actually had to ice block and heal. So I heal for over 100%. I'll take care of that after this awful creature here.
Ready for these knockbacks, make sure you don't get, make sure your back's to the wall here.
All right. So since I'm in a pit here, I'll do the Winter's Stampeding Striders. These are male feet with haste and versatility. 265. Male feet with haste and versatility. Main spec rolls for those. Oh my gosh. Main spec rolls for those feet end in 3, 2, 1. Gratzlara dust.
I can probably get rid of the boots.
Food's gone down.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you want an agility chant on them once I'm done eating?
I think I might have one. I have to look in my bag here.
Oh yeah, shit. Do you have a, I can get a glove enchant for you?
Absolutely, I am done eating.
Is this where you use the Ventus rune?
Yep.
I assume that's the one you wanted.
Strength, yep, thanks a lot. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and use the Vantage Rune.
Lara, did you need the...
Nope, I got it.
Okay, so we honestly did see a good amount of this fight last time we did this, guys. There wasn't really much left to learn, to be honest. So I looked it up, and it doesn't seem like there's anything we missed. It does look like we're going to have to fight those robot ads, you know, the ones that charge, so we just need to make good, smart decisions with them, okay? we can't get stuck getting knocked back and destroyed by them. All right. So that's only going to happen the second time through. Doesn't look like there's any the third time through at all. But I watched guilds do this like 4 weeks ago, and they barely had 3 ads. So at this point, we should have absolutely no issues with this fight numerically. Tank mechanic just has to be swift. We need to be spread out from each other so we can do that. What we want to do is have everybody on the opposite side as us, basically. So you and I will just kind of stand closer to the middle of the room, and then everybody can be behind the mob attacking. So when they get knocked back, they get knocked the correct direction, and we'll deal with the consequences.
Yes,
Everything else, you guys are just using common sense. Try not to place the circle mechanics in bad places, and just get as much damage in as possible. Don't go out of your way to do any one mechanic. This fight's super easy numerically, or this fight's super easy mechanically, but we need to get as much DPS in as possible to make this. And then we're going to obviously, the big thing that I think we've done really poorly ever since normal is you guys are not ready to kill this skull, okay? So we need to get better at that in a hurry, okay? You guys need to be there, ready to attack. You're spamming your fucking keys. The second he comes up, you're doing as much damage as possible. Every second that you're not attacking that guy is a potential wipe, okay? There's been a lot of fights like this in the years, and that's the best way to approach it. Just be ready to damage the second it comes up. And if that means cutting a corner on a mechanic or two, we'll take that, because that's happening in an area that we're not going back to, okay? Here's a raid check.
Question for direction we're moving. So I know I'm jumping over here. We go over to this ad next. Then after that, on the other side, where do we head? Or just which direction, roughly?
Yeah, we'll figure that out when we get there. I'm not really sure, because I've not seen many people fight a third ad, so... Okay, here we go. So this is hero, pots, everything on the pull here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And bombs are out, and just do damage, basically. Don't worry about these. Try not to place them in the path, though. Make sure you're not dropping them in the middle. And then the tank mechanic is after this knockback. So be ready. So you have boss now, so I'll taunt after you get it. Alright, you're dead.
Gotcha. There you go.
Tank mechanic. That's a quick wipe. Let's wipe it up. What happened there?
I think she might have been in your AoE and got hit by that tank mechanic too. Don't lose the asshole stone.
That was the first death?
Super quiet.
Don't run over here. Don't run over here.
That was the first death?
The first one, she just got melee, it looked like.
First one was a melee.
Yeah, meleeed for 66k.
Okay, so you've identified the issue there, and you probably got hit by the circle or something? Yeah, it's going to eat up.
So, we,
no.
Since the guild pays for repairs,
I doubt we get any new classes.
Die, stand in bad stuff, just die quick. Don't try to run away. So
the only reason I'm trying to live is so I can res this all.
Yeah, it's been the bane of Raiders' existence for as far back as I can remember, guys. No reason to extend a wipe. If tank dies twice in 5 seconds, the fight's over. Just die as fast as you can. Here's a raid check.
Yeah. Something tells me you might be trolling. I don't know why.
And let's actually just set up as close to this boss as possible here so we can really maximize our damage on the pull. We get a nice shroud in here and really hit this boss hard.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Make sure you guys are behind the boss. First thing's going to be moats. Just make sure you're not placing them in the path of where we're walking. And that's it. Stop moving. You place them in the path that we're walking the next time, so make sure you guys are not doing that. I see, yeah, that mechanic does a 200% physical damage taken thing. Okay, here goes the tank mechanic. And then we gotta get over there. Good, and let's head over. And we're way too far away from it. And make sure we put down healing CDs here. Did not make it. Wipe it up. Go ahead and stand in the circles. We're gonna have to move the boss, I guess, because people aren't ready to get over there. Basically, as soon as that tank mechanic goes out, you guys are heading to that ad, guys. So,
well, the only thing I can see is a circle, the bomb.
The ability is called synthesize, so you can turn on a countdown in your raid add-on.
Yeah, let's heat up.
Did I get everybody?
Am I not eating?
Alright, we'll drag it a little bit closer then to make sure we can start in a better spot, but yeah, just try to be ready for that. So like I said, as soon as tank mechanic comes out, melee DPS basically are heading over to the skull. Ranger should already be in a position where they can attack. Alright, rate check for pull. And it's going to be the same thing like half the fights we've done here. We can just rep all 3 AMZs in that little area there, and they'll all be back up for the next ad. Here we go. Yeah, it's not a really good healing comp for this fight, but as long as the ad dies quick, we should be good. The faster the ad dies, the less healing we need. That's what I was trying to say a couple weeks ago as well.
This is heroic.
And so you guys want to be starting in a position where you don't have to move with that, guys. It's just damage we're wasting.
All right, well, then the boss has not been put in the same position each time.
I know, we just talked about why that was the case. Okay, get ready to knock back. And tank mechanic's coming. So as soon as it does, melee are moving. Go ahead, melee, start moving. Tank mechanic, and then we're over to the ad. Okay, let's get on ad. Here it comes right now. AMZs. Make sure what's stacked in the AMZs. Okay, good. Rush to the middle quickly. Use speed, speed, speed. Do not touch these ads. Don't touch anything until we're in the middle. Don't do any damage to those ads until we get to the middle. Okay, perfect. I'll Gorfine some closer. I missed most of them. Fuck. No rings. Okay, we have big ad. Tallest guy killing that one. Good. Okay, now we're back in the main phase. Keep cleaving off boss here. Skull. Disrupt these ads with stuns, guys.
Target you. Knocking back.
Knock back, going over towards the next area. Actually, it looks like we're just going to the same one we were just at.
Same one, I think.
Yeah, yep, same one. Tank mechanic, taunt. Nope.
Gotcha. Alright, it's good. It's a wipe.
That's it. Wipe it up. Gotta be ready for that. As soon as it goes on me, you taunt.
So we decided that we're going to kill one of the two big guys, or sorry, the
robot
elementals.
guys, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, every time we're gonna kill one of those.
And then the other one we just have to kite away and kill it.
Yeah, the other one we just have to make sure we don't die to, basically, is the trick. Which is harder than it sounds, but that's what we'll play for.
So whoever has the other elemental on them has to kite.
Yep.
Yeah, if I remember, like, their explosion doesn't do a whole ton of damage, but it does just knock you back really far.
So it also looks like Skull refills with a different mob, so we can just go to Skull each time, yeah?
If that's not random, then that's what we'll do, yeah. I can't really, I'm not sure, honestly.
Yeah, I get you, Samantha.
Okay. What was the boss at? It says unknown for some reason.
52%.
Alright. Red check coming, here we go.
Don't forget I've been putting my gateway too for us to get out after we kill the boss. So I'm just putting it on the left here.
I wouldn't use that. Let's go ahead and do this. Put the gateway from... Oh.
I can.
Okay, that's fine.
Re-put
Can
it.
you still move it?
Yeah, give me 5 seconds.
Put it from this one over to the other one. Here, I'll put a mark. Like, we'll probably be over by blue there, so put it from, like, blue over to skull. So if we do end up getting kind of lost in that second portion, we can come back. All right, cool. All right, here we go.
And it's okay to overlap the shit that we drop off, the poop.
Yep, that mechanic is not part of this fight. Just keep DPSing during it.
We are doing a different strategy than that, though.
Yeah, don't just stand in that, dude. Move out of that. Okay, here comes the knockback, and then it'll be tank mechanic. It's gonna be on you first. Okay, I'm taunting. Make sure people are avoiding me. And melee are at the boss right now. What was that?
Gotcha.
Why did he get that? Hams these guys, good. Okay, and use all speed to get to the middle. Do not touch the ads. Okay, we gotta get there way quicker, so that's really bad. We need to take the big guy over there. Okay, that's just a wipe. Wipe it up. Gotta be ready for these things, guys. Okay, you want me to go over this all again? I can. No problem. Let's wipe it up. I'll go over the entire first, 2 minutes of this fight, so everybody's on the same page here.
Did we just miss a roar there? Usually there's a roar. I think that's why people were...
I think we missed it.
We missed it. That was me.
Yeah, no. Our whole thing is that we just don't deal with it. Because of where we're putting them, we don't care if the puddle goes off or not. So... Thanks, Samantha.
Is that too close?
Just gonna need it. Okay, so the first minute of this fight is a little bit more important than it sounds because we're relying on our initial damage to carry us through the rest of this encounter, okay? So we should be doing a substantial amount of damage to this boss, which we are doing, but the way we are doing it is a little bit suboptimal, okay? Right now, the way you should start this fight, especially as range DPS, is you should be in a position that if you get that moat mechanic, you don't have to deal with it. You're just standing still and DPSing the entire time. Then obviously when it drops, don't just stand in the puddle. Move 2 or 3 yards out of it, and that's it. Don't go running around in circles. I see a lot of people still doing that for some reason. Mostly because you guys are all clumped up. That's not how you want to do this, all right? You want to be in the lanes where we're not going to be standing. So basically, like somewhere in the middle, basically, of these two segments, okay, or to the back wall, okay. And that's that. And then you're just standing still, DPSing the whole time. Everybody, if a melee gets it, yeah, maybe unfortunately you probably want to move, but everybody else is just doing as much DPS as possible. Then the tank mechanic goes out. I don't understand how a healer just got it, but it's weird. But regardless, tank mechanic goes out. One person has it, then the next person has it. After that's over, he leaves the phase, okay? As soon as that tank mechanic comes out, that should be a marker for melee DPS to start heading to the boss or to the ad, because you have a long distance to take, so you need to be there as soon as possible. We get over there, we nuke the fuck out of that mob that looks like a elemental, and then the second that thing dies, we use all speed, including you as a player. You can't just rely on somebody else to roar. You need to use everything in your arsenal to get to the middle of the room, and we're going as fast as humanly possible. As long as you do not get touched or touch those ads, they will funnel into the middle, and they will be able to easily group everything up and cleave it down like crazy. If you do not do this, the strategy falls apart, and it cannot. It's like we have to do something completely different, okay? So make sure if you're a slow class, you have something in plan there. If not, you will not be able to do this, and we will potentially wipe for a long time on that, okay? So if you want to do, something like out of the ordinary to make sure your class is able to do that, that's fine. Just be ready to make that run. As soon as we get to the middle, everything groups up, and we gore fiends, and the rest is history. We'll go out of the next phase. Here's right chick. All right, here we go.
Can you mark the tanks?
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are we time warping?
Yes. Somebody, hero, please. Here comes the knockback. Tank mechanic soon. As soon as it goes out, be ready. There it is. First one's out. Second one's on me. You cannot get hit by this, guys. If you do, you die. Get over there. Full DPS on this, and then be ready to make a big move. Okay, big move. Quickly to the middle. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna go for these. That was really good. Big guy. Make sure everybody's on the tallest guy. Alright, and start cleaving off boss now. Disrupt with stuns, guys. No reason to let these casts go through. Okay, be ready to make sure you're in a good position here now for the rest of this phase.
Are we going
back to
blue or back to skull?
Back to skull. Going for the robot every time. Motes are out. Make sure you're not blocking the path. Bombs on you. I got boss. Knockback's coming. Make sure you get knocked back towards skull.
I'm out of big heals. I hope someone has something.
Thing's still up. Tank mechanics on me. Taunt.
Get to that head.
What is happening? I just
what
don't
happened?
understand. People are getting hit by the tank mechanic there?
Yeah, it's a narrow path.
It went off before. It went off instantly, yeah.
Stand in shit, please.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this one I don't really understand because it's one of those things that you're never going to see anybody mess up on any type of kill video, and I'm not really sure why we're having so much trouble with this, so if anybody has any info on it, let me know.
There
Well, it's
wasn't
an
much
AoE, right?
space that time to go through, and people thought we had a second to go through.
What are we talking about going through? You just don't get hit by it.
There was no room to run to the boss from the second tank ad there without going through the puddle as well. So people cut through the corner, and they should have been a little.
Well, we're not even doing that yet.
But that's what
boss
killed people. Is Metro. You asked what killed people. That's what killed people. Is there was AoE early, like a split AoE in there. So people were in the circle because they couldn't get through the puddles to where the boss was supposed to be.
Yeah, I think that second time everybody dropped their puddles wherever they wanted.
So the tank mechanic just goes, it's like probably like a 25-yard radius on the tank, and you guys should be on the opposite side of the boss as tanks. So nobody ever has to move from that. If that's not what's happening, then that needs to be adjusted, okay?
We were going to Skull, though, and the tank...
No, we were not. We still had a good, probably minute to do that.
So I can tell you from my perspective is that I was behind the boss DPSing, and when the tank mechanic came out, I took a couple extra seconds to squeeze out some more. That was totally on me, and I got caught. And the tank got caught between the puddles and the tank mechanic, and it wiped me. That's what happened.
I think what's happening is you guys think we were done with that phase. That's not the case. You guys know it's only the first time that it's the short phase, right? Every other time is double the length. So we're going to do 2 full sets of mechanics. We're going to do basically 3 sets of mechanics every other time, okay, guys? So you're not going anywhere there. You're just continuing to attack. We're getting knocked back 3 times every other time but the first time, okay? So
yeah,
we hadn't even done
phases as well. We didn't have that whole phase yet.
Yeah, we hadn't even done 1/3 of that phase yet. That was just the first third of it being finished.
That was my mistake.
Right before a bunch of people died, you said get knocked back towards Skull. So
that had happened well before the tank mechanic started, yeah. And the reason we're doing that is so we don't have to, we're using the tank mechanic to benefit us. The knockback. We're using the knockback to our benefit, okay? And so what you want to do is you want to let the knockback take us where we're going so we don't have to keep moving as a group and wasting damage. And that's like an optimization that needs to be made on this fight because it's such a... we're basically breaking Blizzard's idea. This is not how the fight's supposed to go. You're not supposed to kill it this fucking fast. There's supposed to be 4 things to kill. We're going to only have 2. That's our goal, okay? So you use as much cheese on the DPS side as possible, and you let the other mechanics just wash over you, And so the knockback we're taking from wherever we are towards Skull. And that's it. We're not moving. It's just knocking you there, and then you stand still and continue to DPS. And we're going to get knocked back so many times that he'll fucking put us at Skull for us. He will move us to where we want to be. And that's what we want to let happen. So that's that. And then the tank mechanic, I guess we're just not standing in a good spot. I don't know. Let's just, you and I always stand on the inside of the room. So in case that does happen again, DPS don't have to scramble, okay? And that's something that I'm not doing a great job either, so. All right, let's get some more pulse rate check.
Yeah, for my point, I did make the mistake that was said. I was thinking that we were moving to the robot already.
So I'm going to pull the boss, and then I'll immediately swing a 180 and be on the inside. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
And so DPS, you should be on the Skull side of the boss right now.
Much prefer being on this side of the boss, honestly.
Yeah, the big circle thing is going to be out. The bomb, whatever it's called. Hit bomb. Make sure you don't get hit by this. And now the knockback, take it towards Skull. Just make sure your back is towards Skull. And then the tank mechanic happens. And you see that's the ultimate problem, is that we get knocked back too. So just make sure you don't get hit by the tank mechanic. And that's it. Go to the boss. I don't know what that is. I really don't know what's going on in this fight.
Why did the circle move?
I have no idea.
I was out of the circle and suddenly the circle moved.
You went out a third time for some reason. No, we didn't do it again, so let's wipe it up. Does anybody have any idea what's happening here? Because again, this is I've never seen anybody have any trouble with this tank mechanic, so I don't know what's happening here.
I thought the mechanic always hit 3 times.
Nope.
Is that the whole point? Because 1, 2, and then 3?
Nope. It's supposed to put one, it puts a massive physical damage, and the other one puts a massive magic, and it's meant to be like if you don't taunt at the right second, you die.
I honestly thought it always did 3, but I trust Metro that he knows what he's talking about.
I don't even know what it's called. Resonance, I guess.
They're both called resonance. They start with different.
Kinetic resonance and sundering resonance, yeah. Yep, there's only the 2 mechanics there, so.
Right, but I thought it was 1, then 2, then 3. I thought it was first one, second one, first one each time.
Why do you think that?
Because that's what we talked about 2 weeks ago or a week ago.
Well, it puts a physical damage taken increase for 15 seconds, so I don't...
Yeah, you're right. That wouldn't make sense, would it?
Yeah, I don't think
Unless the
so.
same person had to take 2 in a row.
Everything that I'm reading says it's 3. So Wowhead, Mythic Trap, everything.
Well, we've
says
only
it's
had
3.
it 3, 2 out of the 4 times it's gone out tonight, so. Guess we'll keep learning.
I think the point is one of them does magic damage, the other one does physical, and it gives you the opposite debuff, so you have to switch.
Yep.
And you can
But they do 100 and some thousand damage, so if you got hit by the one with the 50% thing, you'd just get one shot, I'd imagine.
Yeah, but you won't have that debuff for the other one, right?
I don't know. Here we go.
Essentially, though, if you're within melee range, just the tanks are trying to kill
one way or the other, guys,
Right, the
you
tanks
need
are
to
trying
get
kill
off.
away from the tanks.
Yeah, one way or the other, guys, you need to get off that boss's melee. As soon as the tank mechanic starts, you need to be going towards the ad, okay?
Well, and also don't forget that the tanks have to get knocked back as well, so we're
Yeah,
getting knocked back in the same direction.
Yeah. That's
So-
ultimately what I didn't account for after the first conversation we had on this.
It's early Dreadlords. Don't trust anybody.
Okay, here we go.
And range, please stop making puddles. It's going to be very hard later in the fight if we keep making puddles.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, here's the bombs. Knock back now, and then it'll be tank mechanic shortly after. As soon as you see it go out, get out the boss. Okay, there's the first one. Get off the boss melee. Then I guess top back. Something. See, only 2. Okay, onto the guy. Maybe that's something. Oh, maybe it's because he's at 70.
I don't know. I just stayed on the side that time.
Okay, let's rush, and we failed again. So what do we need to change here, guys? Let's wipe this up. We need to get this, like, this is not going the way it should be after the pulls we've had so far. Anything we can do for you guys to get ready to DPS that better? Change something? Obviously, more than welcome to do that.
Let's just pull the boss closer to the
Just go all the way? Okay.
That's
Well-
that's not the issue, guys, because the melee's all standing there ready. I don't think we're saving our cooldowns properly. I don't think it's distance on that.
Yeah, 1 or 2 people need to probably save a
I
cooldown.
just pressed the damn button. Sorry.
A couple people, maybe a small
Metro,
handful.
let's try and make our final knockback like right to like here, like this far back.
Okay, so we'll pull him probably.
Lynn, did you get it?
I got it. Sorry.
So maybe pull him to like right here, and then we flip like right
that's
here,
Yep,
and
we'll do
then
that.
we'll get on this side for the knockback, and that'll put us at this angle.
Yeah, because even if you guys are getting there, like me and her are not getting there, so yeah, that'll help everybody's DPS one way or the other.
Anybody have a Jeeves?
There's one up right here.
There's one
down.
up, yeah.
So that'll still put you and I at the side for the 2 bubbles.
Yeah.
We get a summoning portal.
This is a definite no release, guys. Make sure. You need the weak words and Discord from last night.
Do people understand how not to make a puddle?
Yeah, the trick to that, guys, is just moving as the mechanic goes out. I do not agree that it's going to cause any problems in this fight, but if you want to do it like actually right by Blizzard, then that's how you do it. As soon as the mechanic drops, if you're standing on it, it will drop a puddle. And if you want to prevent that, just be moving with 2 seconds left on the mechanic, and you'll move out of it. As long as you don't run into somebody else's, you won't have a puddle, but that will not be an issue for us. Okay. Right check coming. Here we go.
Fair. Nobody should be at under 100%. G's right there.
Yeah, make sure you repair it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let me just flip here.
Perfect.
If you're on the side of the boss, you're going to get hit with my bubble, so you probably want to move behind him.
Run out. Looking back.
Okay, here's that knockback. Take that deep into the skull. And then it's Tank Mechanic next. That's good positioning on your knockback there. Here comes Tank Mechanic. There's mine. Just top back.
There's mine,
Good.
got it.
Yep, see, only 2. Okay, on boss, on add thing, whatever.
Yeah, much better. Same thing on the other side.
That time we blew it
that
up.
time. Yep, great.
3 seconds earlier.
Quickly get to the middle, guys. Make sure you don't stop. Don't get hit by these ads. Get as deep into the middle as you can. Keep moving, keep moving. Okay, we got a couple stragglers.
Should I res?
Yep, res you. You need to make sure you're not dying to threat here, guys. Like, we have to gather all these mobs. Okay, cleaving off boss. And the mechanics are beginning, so be ready. Comes the moats. Just don't put them in our path.
Run out.
Bombs are out. Knockbacks next. And then tank combo, first tank combo, there's the first hit. Yeah, only 2 again, good. More moats. Yeah, I knew that was
You
gonna
got
happen.
a stupid puddle there, sorry.
Yeah, I should have warned you. Okay, I got top boss, good.
My bad.
Oh. I confused you, didn't I? Fuck.
Yeah, and
Okay, that's fine. Let's see what we can do. Knockback here.
Oh, I thought we were wiping.
I just want to see if we can get out of this phase.
So you just hit me 3 times. I don't know why you said 2. That was
Because
clearly
we've
3.
only taunted 2 times total, and it's going away. I only have 2 debuffs on me.
One says 2 stacks, though.
Gotcha, so we don't ever have to taunt then, basically.
Alright, we killed the robot.
Okay, to the middle. And so this guy here, make sure this you're handling this. We want to slow this.
Knockbacks work on him.
Take it away. You got to get it out of the group. You can't have it in the middle of the raid right now.
Sorry, I thought you wanted to kill the group.
It's not going to die. It's just going to kill itself. I think that's how it works, right?
No, I don't think so. I think you actually have to kill them.
Doesn't look like it's losing any health.
I saw it just explode at some point on a group I watched. I don't know.
He's slowed, at least, though.
Looking back.
Maybe it has to get to a certain health pool and then it just loads. Okay, knockback. Yeah, I just survived all 3 of those, no issue. I guess that's why I didn't notice the 3 hits. Let's get Isolo up, she's really far.
Let's chasing somebody new.
Fight that out, whoever has it.
Cop, it's on you.
Cop, get out of here.
Looking back.
It's like I'm
Knock
not doing
back. Oh, there we go. Now it's exploding.
It's like I'm not doing any DPS while I'm running and kiting the thing around, so
I think range are just gonna have to kill it while it's being cut.
might need to kill it somehow.
Oh, I see. So the circle's to warn you when it blows up, when it hits 0
That's
health.
how big it is.
That's
Okay.
how big it is, okay. And the circle shows up around 20% health, it looks like.
That must be what I saw then. Okay, yeah, we'll just have to kill that. Okay, good. That's good progress. So basically get it low, and then let it run away from the group, and whoever's kiting it will be handling that part, and then it'll die, hopefully to like dots and stuff out away from the group, and we don't have to deal with it.
Yeah, I would say leave it in the middle until about 10%. Whoever's focused, kite it out, and then ranged, finish the last 10%.
Yep, perfect. All right, good. I learned a lot there.
Did you see the third set of ads there?
What?
The third set of ads? It
What
was
about
it was the one really big dude, 2 of the slammy sentry dudes, and then this little set of guys. No elementals.
Oh, good. Okay, so killed the AoE guy, the guy who prevents us from AoEing, and we'll be good. And that should be where the boss is dead there anyway. Everybody's alive. So yeah, just be careful, guys. When we're gathering those ads on that first set, like especially me, I'm gonna be like hanging back to Gorfiends those. So if you guys are standing on the opposite side of where those small ads are coming out, and you're doing some kind of threat, they're just gonna run right to you. So make sure you're either standing directly on me or Isolo, or you're on the opposite side of where those mobs come from. So they have to run through somebody else besides you. Good pull though. Eat up.
So if we get focused by that guy, bring him into the group, but then
At
once
first-
it's 10% kited out.
Yeah. At 10 is not going to work. But at first, kite him through the group. We'll kill him. We'll get him as low as we can, and then basically, like he'll probably just outrun the group at some point, and we'll see where we're at that point. And if it's like that, if he's still too high, then we'll have to maybe follow him and do a little bit more damage. But realistically, as long as everybody actually does good damage to him, like I think we were just straight up avoiding doing damage to him. Bad call there. So then this time we'll do more damage to him. He'll just kind of die passively. And then wherever he's at when he gets out of the group, we'll rely on range to finish him from that number. Okay, right check. You don't know.
Metro, this is the corner that that last ad was in that we want to kill.
Okay, cool.
Where are you, Bruce?
I'm right here, naked. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, cool. Right check, come here we go. All right, here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And there's the knockback, guys. Make sure you're getting knocked into the right spots.
Looking back.
And then tank mechanics first up. Okay, and we're going into the ad. Good, and speed to the middle. Quickly. Make sure you go deep into the middle here.
Deep.
I'm staying bear form for a while.
Good. Okay, and killing big guy.
Still have aggro. Thank you.
That is shocking. Okay, we're on boss now.
Same corner.
Yep. Staying with Skull. Here comes Moats. Make sure you don't block our path to Skull. And then bombs next on tanks. Night move.
Knocking back.
Knock back and knock towards Skull. Tank mechanics coming in 5 seconds. There it is. More moats, don't block our path. Get out of the path. Bomb on you, I taunted the boss. Okay, and another knockback towards Skull. Then tank mechanic coming, 3 seconds. Here it is, me. Okay, we're on Skull. Okay, and all speed to mid. Actually, I had no rush this time. Okay, so just make sure we got this. I put a box on his head. We're doing as much damage to him as we can, especially right now while he's coming in. Make sure you're dotting him up and shit. And we'll do like 1 stun on him, and then we'll let him kind of go. Okay, so yeah, okay, he's already way too high, way too low. Get him out.
Stunned him.
No, we're good. Just let him go out now. Let him run as far away as possible.
Yeah,
You are
we
kiting
don't
away.
want him to blow up here.
Okay.
Move. Just
Get
be
that thing
careful.
off the boss, essentially.
Okay, good. Now range kill him. You can't run that far because range have to kill him.
You said run as far as possible. Someone said run as far as possible.
Okay, good. He's about to die. Okay, perfect. And there's the moats. We still have this add up, but I don't think it's really that big of a deal.
Icon's gone. I can't find you. I see you.
Knock back over towards red, guys. Tank mechanics coming soon. Be ready to taunt, 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 taunt.
I got it.
Great. And tons of people just got hit by, including
I got you.
you, I guess.
Are you dead?
Yeah. Did not expect the taunt right on top of me.
Yeah, the tank's taunt was right on top of the melee ball. Not everybody got out quick enough.
Okay, just be ready for one more ad. We can still do it. Just make sure if any CDs are coming up, like pot's coming up, make sure you're using pot on this guy, just so we don't wipe to this. I think if we kill this guy, we win.
How long do it? 15 seconds. So in 15 seconds, save your cooldown.
There's gonna be another tank
Use
mechanic.
health
You ready?
stones. Get ready to use health stones if you need it.
Go to the mini boss. Go to the mini boss.
Nope, I'm dead.
Okay, be ready. Pot, make sure you pot. Okay, we still killed it. Quickly to the middle. We have to race to the middle. Actually, those are coming from the opposite side, so we don't even really have to worry.
Just cleave off the boss.
Yep, just on boss right now. Make sure Skull is your target. Good stuns. Keep it up. Make sure Skull is your target, guys. That's the boss. I wouldn't prioritize AoE here. Just do damage to the boss. There's moats. Just make sure you don't accidentally drop them in a bad place.
Target you.
This is pretty much over, so we're good. Bomb on you. I taunted the boss.
Knocking back.
Knock back. You can just finish boss. Great. Good enough. Not your best first kill, but good enough.
A kill's a kill, so.
You're right about that.
I got all the aggro from every ad at once.
Hey, you have.
Yeah, I don't really know how we can solve that, unfortunately, because they're just all running in random directions when they come out.
I didn't even target any of them. All I did was target the boss and just threw my grenades.
Grenades.
It's just healing, yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, you get
Is anyone-
proximity AO damage and then damage stuff, so you gotta misdirect.
And survival grenades are ridiculous AoE right now, so got
Yes,
aggro
with
that
the
way.
with the tier set.
Where are we going?
By Zymox.
Yep,
Don't
there's
plan
only
it.
one other boss we can do right now.
Is that Alpha?
Yes.
Is anyone else experiencing a little bit of lag? Like,
Yeah, my ping's been up to like 400.
yeah, I'm like at a maybe a quarter of a second lag.
Yeah, I don't know. Servers were down for a bit.
Yeah,
At
authentication
like 7,
servers
I
were
think.
down.
Yeah, my screen went away for like 10 seconds during one of those pulls.
That has nothing to do with the game, buddy.
No, it was just the game. Because even stream saw it. It just went black. The game went black. My webcam was fine. Everything.
That was a nice job getting that last ad because we had a bunch of us.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy, to be honest. The fact that we actually failed to kill it when we had every single person alive, then we had like 7 people dead and we still kill it. That's impressive. I tell you, man, that's the best thing. I'll tell you, this guild is something else. You guys actually like make massive improvements after making horrible mistakes. It's kind of crazy. Really good work on that.
Hey, we're good at horrible mistakes.
You're good at that and then good at fixing them. That's really good.
Try again. And if that don't work, beat your head against the wall.
Note for next time, the
Went to the wrong place.
blue symbol is used for during the fight, so that's not a good symbol to mark the tanks with.
We need
Yeah.
some collectors before we kill this guy. I know there was a request for the chest yesterday.
You know, flying through here just
conceive of
triggers
that
me
office.
wishing that we could actually fly through here and see all the areas that we don't actually fight bosses in.
Yeah, you can't even, like, outside, you can't even fly beyond the portal.
Yeah, it's usually the case as well. It's funny.
There's even, like, islands off the coast, off the shore, I guess, of the forest. You can't even go to those.
I know, I tried.
You see them on the map, but nope.
And they look like you should be able to get there. I was hoping with, as the patch progressed, that we get to, see what's on them, or they'd be additional adventuring areas, because otherwise it's like, well, why are they there?
Yeah, you
Maybe there'll be
there.
instances later.
We should be able to go there.
Bobby,
I really like-
golden parachute guys.
Somebody pulled the side group here.
It was me.
Yeah, I remember back during the
No, it was the
PFA, the island expeditions, there were little islands off to the side. I
Oh,
went
back
swam to
there,
one of those
okay.
once, just to see what was there.
Yeah, grip some of those then, guys, please.
Five seconds.
That's interesting. I thought I just did really good damage because everybody was dead, but apparently I was also 14th in the world.
Nice.
Alright. So everybody kills that so fast that they don't have that extra set of ads, probably.
We're not going to have Ventus runes next week, so we're going to have to put a little bit more DPS out.
Why not?
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Because we'll use them on something else.
Oh, okay. We don't have to.
Have them, just use them on the
Yeah,
progression.
next week we'll be on the tank robot. We'll probably be on him tonight, to be fair. So that one's a tough one numerically.
Alright,
Okay,
here's
cool.
food.
Good time for break, maybe?
Yeah, I really have to pee.
Need to restart WoW.
Okay, cool. Great work, guys. We got a new boss killed, so it's really good. This boss, honestly, is probably not going to be much harder. So be back in a few minutes, and we'll get back to it.
Extra vault slot too for heroic, which is nice.
He's not wrong. Tab.
Oh, well, that's great. There's an update.
Yeah, I think I'll restart as well. Then. Let's have a look at Zymox and what the WindWalkers are using. Looks like they're calling it an AoE fight. Looks like I'm ready for that.
Can somebody hop on to their Rhino for me, please? If anybody's still here, thank you.
Alright guys, with a patch update happening, I'm going to BRB for some bio. I will be right back, guys. Hang in there.
Anybody know what weapon enchant I would need for my two-hander for Rhett? Off the top?
Celestial guidance and sinful.
No.
Oh, for Rhett.
Oh.
I'd pick Sinful Revelation, which is your targets sometimes suffer an additional 6% damage from you for 10 seconds. Do you want me to enchant it for you, Bruce?
Because they don't have any. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What'd you say, Cop? The shadow? Okay. Thanks, Knight.
No problem.
Hit trade, would you? There you go.
And we're back.
Every X-Spec has some sort of pulsating trinket. Pulsating sap.
Wow, I've used 11 potions of Fan of Fire already today. What does Zymox drop that we might like? I wonder. Yeah, it's a direct upgrade on that. Shoulders. No, not really. Trinket. No, not really. The only thing I really want out of this is the neck. On the upside, I should be able to trade all of that. So I've done my mythics for the week. I should easily be able to get this to 12.
Yeah, 1 second, fresh.
Anything else that is upgradable that I have on me? Oh, yes. I forgot. I have these, which need
And I know it was
more
just
upgrades.
ads, but I got an orange parcel.
I saw that.
One, and I don't think I've ever gotten that before. I'm like 204 for all Destro on that entire fight, and I'm like pretty low eye level comparatively.
Yeah, your eye level is 100%.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So I was shocked with what happened with me too, but I think it's, you know, unfortunately, I think it's because we killed it so slow that that extra set of ads is just like massive pad.
Yeah, that's what I.
That
So
should
the
not
number-
exist. Yeah.
The number 2 and the number 11 for Destro at least are like 6.5 and 655. So it's, but the top one is 325 Gs for the
You
whole
put up an
thing.
orange parse on the Pantheon as well, though, for your eye level.
I'm doing pretty decent for eye level, I guess. I just for the normal ones. That's crazy.
I like to hang down in the gray, personally.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm in the gray. I did a lot of work on that fight.
Were you maybe dead?
I don't understand that shit.
Oh, well, you weren't. You were 50%.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at Pantheon still.
Pantheon. Take a look.
Although I don't have my 4-piece yet, so maybe that's what's holding me back.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a huge part of it. Okay, let's make sure everyone's back.
Got a new cauldron, dude.
Whoa. New cauldron, who dis? Make
It's a
sure you have
fresh
2
food.
flasks.
It's a fresh food cauldron.
Oh, that's perfect. Make sure you guys have 2 flasks after you pick up one. Okay, so let's quickly talk about this. So it's another one that we have done a few polls on already. Big thing that we did very poorly on last time we did this was killing the ads. Basically mirror of what we just had happen on the previous boss. Just about being ready to kill them. The skull and the X. Something we probably never properly learned on normal, to be honest, is that those ads have to die within a set period of time. Okay, so on normal, obviously that was not in play, but on heroic it of course is. So we need to be targeting them, okay, especially melee. You need to be targeting one of them. And then, you can do AoE, of course, but you want to be making sure you're doing your best single target rotation into both of them and killing them as fast as humanly possible, okay? Now, the other thing is the movement around the room. So we're going to start at red, and we're going to make a big move pretty much every time the traps get out of control. We'll go to blue, to green, to purple, blah, blah, blah. And the fight should end around yellowish if we do that right, okay? The big thing about this fight, though, with the traps is that they are actually soakable, okay? They can be removed for a small period of time. They cannot be permanently removed, but they can be soaked, okay? So we will be using the hunters and others to soak them at the times we need them the most. We'll hopefully learn more about that as we go, but that will actually be a big part of the fight. And it's basically like we're leaving them in the dust anyway because we're just going to soak them and then leave the area, and we'll never interact with them again. The only real question mark here is the tank mechanic. I had a lot of trouble finding good footage of people doing a good job with that. I did see a lot of people doing something, though, that I thought was interesting. The tank would basically not they would basically get hit by the ring itself to put the tank mechanic in the best possible spot. Now, I saw a lot of people do that as paladins and bubble and stuff like that, and I'm not really sure how much damage it actually does to tanks, the rings. So I don't know if that's actually possible. If it's normal, you can expect to do this. But yeah, that'll probably get a couple of us a few times around. So just keep that in mind. We'll see how that looks. But basically the same fight from what I could tell, and just need to be accurate with the ring movement, and we should have, again, damage just kind of push us through these early fights still.
So are you talking like when it sucks one of us out, when we go out?
So I'm talking about the tank mechanic. So the way it works is it puts it on us, and we're going to pull the entire group to us.
Right.
And so typically this is difficult because we are trying to do the actual mechanics the rest of the group is as well. But instead what I saw people do was they just cheese it by just running to the edge of the room and ignoring the actual ring mechanic. And then by the time everybody gets pulled in, that mechanic's over. So the entire group does it. But we're so far away from them that they're in no danger whatsoever. And that will be a part of this fight for sure. Like, the tank mechanic does a lot of damage, and then it forces you to spread immediately after with the other mechanic, whatever that's called. And if we don't, get far enough away, then people will take tons of damage from that. But so this what the strategy does is it allows you guys to not have to worry about moving at all from the tank mechanic, and then we do the heavy lifting there. And then as long as we survive, that mechanic's basically taken out. And it doesn't happen very often. So,
Okay.
But we'll see, I guess, what happens. But okay, anyway, let's get some looks. Make sure you guys have flasks for the next 2 hours, and because we need food.
Oh, sorry, hang on. I'm gonna put down
Stone soup, guys. Make sure you drink it or eat it. I don't know which. Do you drink
It's
soup?
full
Is
of-
that how you say it?
It's full of vitamins and minerals.
Oh, literally, yeah.
Sip soup.
You would sip it? Okay.
I personally chug my soup.
What the fuck?
4 to 5 dentists do not recommend stone soup.
No, sure they do, because it makes them money.
Are we still dropping off the portals?
Yeah, just not the colors, yep.
Okay.
So tank one always goes to the outside guys, and DPS always takes to skull, okay? Alright, here we go.
Ads are super important this time around.
Yep, just make sure you're ready to kill the ads, and we'll see what we got.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I am past my breaking point. It is amusing how you stumble through space and time.
I love in LFR when nobody knows where to put these things.
Okay, so make sure you're loosely spread for that, guys.
So you can
Watch your step.
Traps are out. Yeah, so range, just make sure you're all on the same side. I should have mentioned that. We can't have anybody at blue, guys. So that's a huge mistake we just made right there. Should have mentioned that. That's my bad.
Drink's going out.
Yep, be ready. 3, 2, go in now. And then tank mechanic next. Stay away from me. And spread, 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 spread.
You mortals
Good.
cannot even bear a
Watch your
small stasis field should keep you busy.
Okay, more Jennies. Okay, now it's over. Good. Okay, be ready to kill Skull and X, guys. Start with Skull, then get on X. And make sure we're getting these small ones gripped in and interrupted. Now we're on X right now. We have 8 seconds to kill X. Please interrupt these ads, guys. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Okay, good. Just barely. Okay, we're back on boss. We're gonna move over to blue now, but actually let's just move all the way to green since we've already fucked that up. Make sure you are not on the purple side of this room now. You guys need to be on the blue side of this room.
AOE incoming.
Praying for that mechanic.
Watch your step.
Traps are there. Good spots for those. There's the rings. Make sure you're ready. We're going inside this one. Wait for the countdown. 3, 2, go now.
AOE incoming.
Let's spread.
You mortals cannot even bear a spark of my teeth.
Watch your step.
More traps. We got traps right on top of the thing. I'm gonna clear that one.
Ring coming in.
Yeah, be ready. Count it down again. Move it to the middle. 3. Okay, phase. So good. So good. Alright, be ready to not die to threat here, guys. And get these ads in as fast as possible.
The interrupt blue.
I'll get blue. Good. Killing red now. 5 seconds to kill red. 4, 3, 2. Nope. Okay. Wipe it up.
Stand in shit. Stand in a bomb. Go stand in a bomb.
Just jump off, guys. If you're still alive, you can jump off and die.
Yeah, the bombs will just trap you and kill you slowly.
You lack power. I am the force you have.
Don't release.
Okay, so this is the exact. We actually literally just dealt with this on the last fight as well, and I just don't have an easy solution for you guys here. But we had multiple DPS get hit by ads as they're gathering, so you guys either got to stack on the tank or make sure you have some way to protect yourself from dying to that. Because they're going to come from all sides of the room, and we're going to have to gather them all individually. So that would be great to have. Things like Mr. X. Obviously, we have Rogue 2 Hunters, so that should be really easy to get done. Actually, 3 Hunters, so it's not happening. So just make sure you guys are not dying to threat there when they're gathered.
To be fair, I did not die to threat.
Don't need it.
And always chilling to the right of the marks, right?
Yep.
What's that?
To the right.
Yeah.
I died because I didn't see a swirl on the
ranged
ground.
always be on the opposite side of the marks. And we don't... there's a reason I left that gap there, guys, okay? We don't ever want to get to that point in the room. So that means that that part is safe, okay? So you're going to be there. The farthest we'll go is probably just a little bit left or right of yellow, maybe at worst. So you guys can start all deep into that side that's unmarked. And you put everything there in the beginning and just go full DPS. And again, just like the last boss, we just cheese as much damage out of the gate as possible. It gets us through the first part of the fight easy. Okay, here's right check for the pull. All right, good. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Apologies, Cherished One. It would only take a moment to deal with these intruders. It is amusing how you stumble through space and time.
AOE incoming.
Huddle close, so you can die.
Watch your step.
Here comes traps. Good spots. Jenny's first. Make sure you're waiting for the call. Three, 2, we go now. And tank mechanic here.
AOE incoming.
Spread immediately. I should have taken that to the other side. So get away from that side, get away from that side, get away from that. Yeah, see, that's my fault. Okay, you gotta move boss back here. Okay, that's it for that.
Watch out for the trap by boss.
Make sure you're on skull or red. Need to interrupt these ads, guys, please. Cast stuns and stuff. Let's go. On red, 7 seconds.
Can't put traps there.
I just disarmed it. Good. Okay, we'll go to blue.
Remember, be off to the left.
Yeah, make sure you're on the red side of blue now.
What effect folding space has on your flesh?
No, that's not gonna work.
AOE incoming.
Okay, so we're gonna need to be very accurate and clear that right as the thing happens.
Your agony amuses me. Your destruction is
Okay, I'll clear it. Yeah, I should be able to clear it. Okay, 3, 2, go in now. And run away from us.
AOE incoming.
Ideally not that way so we don't get pulled back into the thing. Yeah, we'll just go to green now. More rings, be ready. Go to the middle. We got traps pretty much on all sides. I'll clear that one. Be ready, I'll call it out. 3, 2, 1. I think that done somebody though.
AOE incoming.
That's not.
Huddle close, so you can die together.
Watch your step.
Your agony amuses me.
Okay, so for that, we have to make like a giant move. We got traps literally all over the place. Please, guys, stop these casts. They're literally just going through for like 10 seconds at a time. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Wait, but so these casts are stopping us from killing these ads, guys, okay? So they need to be constantly stopped. You can't let them cast for like any amount of time, let alone like 7 or 8 seconds constantly. So we need rapid amounts of interrupts. We need all of our stuns. We need things like any type of disorient we have. I don't think we have many of those, so we can AoE fear them. We have a priest. We have warlock, stuff like that. So
Well, and
sure you guys
also
are...
too with the traps, we can double trap them over here. You know what I mean? Like use this side that already has some.
The big issue was I went to the blue side with the first tank mechanic, and then people didn't recognize it where they were, and they stayed there, and then it put traps in our kite path. So that's a mistake on a couple levels, but I'll make sure I fix that next time.
Yeah, that's why instead of green, I went to the blue side. So don't we want to go back to the others? Yeah.
It was just, yeah, but it was so close to traps at that point. It was like dangerous. The second time, the first time we did it, I just went back by the entrance of the room here. This seems like a really good place to take the tank mechanic the second time. Just back here.
Ranged, can we get better? Like, if we're all, like, literally on top of each other, can we just bait them all right in one spot, or is that not?
I don't think they go directly on your character, because I see them every once... Yeah, they just go near characters, I think. Because I've seen them drop on areas that it's like there's not even anybody actually standing there. Okay, that's good pulse though. Right check coming. Hard part is at the end, but it's just going to take a few times to learn through that tank mechanic and everything, and we'll be good.
I have many wares.
Alright, here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I am past my breaking point. It is amusing how you stumble through space and time.
AoE incoming.
Huddle close so you can die.
Watch your step.
Your agony amuses me.
Okay, first is the rings.
Your destruction is unavoidable.
Coming in.
Yep, 3, 2, go now. Tank mechanic on me.
AoE incoming.
Okay.
And so you guys got to actively move away from that, guys. Like, you're running closer to me. You should be running the opposite direction. Okay, we're on ads right now. We're in serious danger here. Use revivals and shit. People are going to die here, 100%. Need to interrupt Moon. On red right now. Much better damage, that's very good.
Thank you, Purple Elemental.
Yeah, that was very good. Okay. Moving over to blue now. Make sure you're still on the red side range. Red side, guys. Yeah, fill in those gaps, like where there's spots already, you know?
AoE incoming.
So you can die together.
Watch your step.
Your agony amuses me.
Good, perfect traps. Comes the rings. I'll call it out. Going mid for this set. Okay, 3, 2, we go in now.
AoE incoming.
And spread immediately.
You mortals cannot even bear a spark of my
Watch your step.
Yeah, we put a trap on the wrong side there.
Your destruction is unavoidable.
Okay, another ring set coming. We can just push through boss, I think, yeah. Don't even do rings, push through boss. Here it comes, make sure you're ready to help misdirect ads. Interrupt them, guys. Stop them. Stun them. Disrupt them as much as you can. Everything we have disruption-wise we want to use. Great Fierce. That was really good. See how much fucking faster that is? Holy shit, really good. Okay, we're over at purple now. Make sure you guys are on the green side of purple. Don't be in the type path. I think we lost, right? That should have been lost, yeah.
AOE incoming. Watch your step.
More traps. Good. Very good spots yet again. More rings. Here it comes. Now it's going to start doing like the oscillating patterns, so we'll have to be aware of that.
First goes out.
Okay, good. 3, 2, go in now. Look us back at purple, guys. Stop getting displaced there. Staying in the same spot for the whole fight. Is there another one? What's happening here?
Eventually there will be.
Will be.
I thought it was supposed to be immediately.
I think it's the next one is the double. So.
Can we like kill boss before we even get the triple?
Yeah, hopefully.
Watch your step.
Should keep you busy.
Did we bug him out?
Trap right there.
Just go run inside with the thing. All right.
Yeah, we'll just move over here, guys. Okay, here comes those rings. Be ready.
Fuck.
This will definitely be the tank mechanic. 3, 2, go in now.
X was also going out. Get away.
Okay, quickly back to it.
Wow, I went in and landed on it.
In.
AOE incoming.
X one's coming in, so.
I'm in a
Okay, well that's the one that we were worried about, yeah.
Watch your step.
Okay, I honestly think if everybody's alive and we are ready to lust there, that boss dies before he does that.
I do not have a soul stone on me, so please die quickly.
Jump off, guys. Everybody else can jump off.
So I was safe there, and then I got sucked into a bad spot.
Yeah, that was my fault. I misread it.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Okay, so I moved
Nope,
around.
no, I got it. No, don't release, don't
Okay,
release.
good.
I was gonna say, did my soulstone expire? Or
No, I
was
used it.
Oh.
Woo! She got shellacked halfway through the fight.
Cool, so that's like a kill right there, basically. So, yeah, just be ready. As soon as we come out of that second ad phase, we go fucking ham, alright? And so this first phase is like deceptive, and I've probably done part of the deception. Like, it looks like it's a damage race, and it's like, whatever, like, yeah, do good damage, but it doesn't actually matter, because that phase is never going to get out of control. So we can sit in that phase as long as you want. So basically, you use, you know, CDs, but if if you had a choice to only use a CD a single time on a fight, you would be using it at 50, not at 100, okay? So if there's decisions like that, you make that at 50. And we burst so hard through that it literally fucking just breaks the fight. And we don't even have to do the hard shit. And even if we did do the hard shit, even if like 15 people die and we still only have like 3 people left, we can still kill boss. Okay, here's right. So don't pot. That's the big thing. Don't pot on the pole. I mean, I don't think that was more than 5 minutes, was it? It was barely more than 5 minutes. So yeah, don't pot on the pole. Make sure you're lining everything up for 50. Here's the right check. Basically like 3 minutes CD, safe on pole. Maybe even 4 minutes or something, and then everything else lines up at 50. All right, here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Apologies, Cherished One. It would only take a moment to deal with these intruders. It is amusing how you stumble through space and time.
AOE incoming.
Hidden close, so you can die.
Watch your step.
Your agony amuses me.
Watch where.
Good traps. Here comes the first rings. Three, 2, let's go in now.
You cannot even control where you stand.
AOE incoming.
And spread immediately.
You mortals wonders. I want more.
Okay, we're on ads right now. Help misdirect them in. Keep disrupting, guys. Keep disrupting. Just spam it. Like the quicker we get through it, the faster everything goes. Good fears, really good. Excellent work. That's how it should be done. Perfect. Okay, we're over to blue. Make sure traps are on the red side of blue here. And then if any CDs are coming back up here, you're saving them for the 50.
AOE incoming.
We're spreading out for that.
Watch your step.
And here comes traps, but they're in great spots. And here's the ring, and then during this you'll have the tank mechanic. I'll call it out. We'll be on the inside of this. Move the box closer to the inside. I'll call it out. Exactly 3, 2, go in now, and run against the wall.
AOE incoming.
That's fine. Okay, be ready. Stop going that side, guys. Make sure you're on the red side right now. See, you guys are on the wrong side of the room. Another ring coming. Here we go. Inside. Let's move it in. The boss just dies. Yeah, no. Okay, good. Okay, so as soon as we come out of this, we have all CDs up, guys. Don't waste any CDs in this phase. Just help get them in. Green's super far. I just fucking went in the portal. Make sure you're on red and skull. Wait, you can stop those with stuns?
Yep.
Oh no, you can't. We just got lucky.
Nope.
They stopped. They didn't start immediately for some reason. Okay, so we didn't do anything that we were supposed to do there, guys. Make sure you're ready to disrupt the ads. Swipe it up.
I wonder if you can stop them with displacements.
Well, they weren't casting at one point. They were just standing there, like, disoriented, it looked like.
We might have to use a couple cooldowns here to make sure those two die on time.
No, people just aren't attacking them. They're just straight up AoEing, you can see on the chart. Basically, Skull should die like while things are getting gathered. They have so little health, and the reason if they're not dying, it's also the main thing there is we just didn't try at all to disrupt. The first set and every set in the last few polls have been excellent. Like we're doing such a good job there, but I think maybe it's like we're killing the middle split so fast now because like my Gore Fiends weren't up, so I'm just gonna save my Gore Fiends for that second set now because it looks like it won't be up for both sets. So I'm just gonna sit on that, and then that will help that set. But yeah, just make sure we have. I guess maybe we blew all of our disruption on the first set and it's not up, I don't know. But we got 3 rings, we got 3 AoE stuns from monks as well, like we got millions of things, so. Just basically spam it, even if it DRs, it's fine, because the shit dies so fucking fast that it's like, by the time it DRs, we're set, you know? Okay, here's Red Chick. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I am past my breaking point. It is amusing how you stumble through space and time.
AOE incoming.
So you can die.
Watch your step.
Your agony
I'm gonna trap on the wrong side, but it's not really that big of a deal. Just make sure you don't run into this as we're doing the mechanic. I'll call it out, it'll be a while still. 3, 2, go now. And stay away from me, I'm gonna pull everybody over.
AOE incoming.
You lack power.
I don't know where some of you guys are running there. That's very confusing. Okay, so make sure you kill ads here, but don't waste too many things if they won't be back up. Yeah, it looks like before they start, they do this massive blast a few times, so we can actually stop them by like kind of stunning them now, and then they fuck around with this mechanic for a while. Going Scott, red, and just actually interrupting too, guys. Like once we've exhausted everything, just ab target and interrupt something. Okay, so we're at blue now.
Make sure you go to the right spot for traps.
Yeah, make sure you're on the correct side. On red side, guys, for range. Just fill in those spots that are open from the previous trap.
I wonder what the next golden space has on your flesh.
AOE incoming.
And then start considering cooldown usage from now on.
So you can die together.
Watch your step.
Great traps, perfect. And here comes the tank mechanic, so Ash, just be ready to run away from the group. I'll call it out when we're going for ring. Moving it, that's on me, that's fine. Ready to go, 3, 2, we're going now.
AOE incoming.
Traps, go back to a good spot for traps.
Yeah, we're good, that's fine there, like it's, nobody's gonna be in that spot.
But that's where we messed up last time.
Okay, just pushing here, guys. To stay on boss, do as much damage as possible. And then be ready. And like an idiot, I use Gorfiends in phase 1. Okay, here we go. Disrupt them. Keep disrupting, good. Good. We're on Skull right now, guys. Skull and red are casting, so red's actually lower. So now on Skull, guys. And as soon as... Here we come, we're going to green and hero. Pot, all CDs, guys. Make sure you have all your CDs right now. And green's still wide open, so we stay there.
AOE incoming.
Head and close, so you can die together.
Watch your step.
Your agony amuses me.
Okay, first set of rings is coming.
First one's going out.
Good, 3, 2, going now. And we can go to purple now. And make sure on green side ranged. Filling in gaps there, make sure you're in good spots.
AOE incoming.
You mortals cannot even bear a spark of my genius.
Raven Void, you guys want to move back a little bit? Oh, okay, we got lucky.
Okay, wormhole. Now this is the dangerous one, so let's see what we got here.
First one goes out.
Alright, be ready. Go in.
Second one's also going out.
Don't take
Okay, another one. 3, 2, go now.
And third one's coming in.
AOE incoming.
Okay, be ready to go in the purple. 3, 2, go in now. Wait, whoa, I'm a fucking idiot.
What? Wrong one.
Sorry, that's my bad.
Your agony amuses me.
Okay, we kill boss. So.
Destruction is unavoidable.
Think about trap.
Get over to orange.
Rings are coming. Rings out.
Well, we don't have anything to use with it, so just dedicate to boss.
Gravity bends to my will.
Yep, easy.
I turtled.
Yeah, that's all we needed there. Good kill.
Yeah, I got the heroic version of the backpack.
Still does the same thing.
Ooh, I got the necklace I wanted.
If you open it 1,000 times, there's actually a prize at it.
Really?
I thought it was 400 times.
400? What the fuck?
Grats Rosera, you suck.
Wow.
Now Now you too can buy the infinite.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummels, like you.
All right, we've got Illidar Spalders here. Illidar Spalders, but he's not in the raid. I don't know what to do. All right, so leather 265 shoulders, versatility mastery, imported Illidari Spalders, main spec rolls on those 265 shoulders, and in 3, 2, 1, grass knife.
Yeah, go ahead.
Flower.
How are we going to deal with those for them being upgraded to tier pieces? Is going to be my question.
Maybe.
Is that still, would you still use the main spec on that, or how would we do that, like trading loot around?
Why would you be upgrading a 265 to a tier piece?
Because I have a 259 tier piece right now. And that's
I would just wait for that to drop, man. Like, yeah, if you're not going to 278, you're wasting your own time. If you want to upgrade a piece, just upgrade anything you have. Like, don't waste actual gear that you need.
Upgraded mythic gear is the best stuff to convert.
Yeah, 278. Like, get those 278s upgraded first and foremost.
I have done that all that I can right now, so that would have been this week's upgrade. I apparently only get 278.
So do you store up charges of being able to convert stuff to tier? Okay, so I can wait until I get a third piece before I do one, or do 2 next week?
We don't know for sure yet, but that's what.
Yes, we do. That's how it works.
Yes, it's
weekly.
stockpiled.
It's global. Right now, it's a 1-week cooldown for each charge. If you don't use this charge, you'll have 2 charges next week, and then they'll probably start lowering it at some point in the future. I don't know when, but
Even your alts will have charges, even though you're not actually there yet.
yep. Like if your alts are on the way there or something, you know, you'll have by next week you'll have 2 charges sitting there waiting for you. It's just like a global acclamation, just like in Legion, they handled the Nether Disruptor the same way.
Like for alts, is there anything special you need to do to unlock it? Do you have to like get so far in the ZM campaign?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know actually.
Yes, you do. You just have to unlock the cipher up there. That's all.
Yeah, what's that, like chapter 4 or something?
I was on that quest, and once I did match the symbols, it unlocked it.
Nice.
Be 4 or 5, then whatever it was.
I mean, technically we should be holding those for 285 gear, but we're never going to do mythic ratings, so.
Yep.
You'll have excess charges by the time we get around to killing anything on Mythic.
But what you don't want to do is set yourself back right now. You know, like if you have, if you don't have 4-piece, then yeah, obviously get it as fast as possible. So that's a different story altogether. But if you're just upgrading normal gear, there's no reason to go to 265. Just wait until you get 278s to go all the way. Unless like you haven't gotten any in 4 weeks or something like that, then you could start chipping away. Okay, cool. So we are ahead of schedule. Definitely, you know, this is a good boss to be at. This boss completely different encounter. The main thing that you guys need to be aware of on Heroic is we need to hit the balls with the tank mechanic, okay? So you might have seen us handle that laser, very like boring, very just stand still with it, kind of do that. That's not going to be how it works on Heroic. We have to constantly move where we're standing to hit the balls that are shielded, okay? And there's going to be a mechanic that you also need to drop. It's going to be a little field. Okay, and I think this only exists in one of the phases, like maybe in the beginning. That is going to drop a slow field. Okay, so we'll see all that tonight. We'll just get a look at this and come back really fully ready for next week. But this is definitely going to be a long progression one. I think this is going to be. This will definitely test where we're at gear wise, because if we can kill this quickly, it'll be mostly because we have really good damage.
So the slow field is on a player or a tank?
Yeah, so it's going to be on people. They have to move into a position and then get dispelled, and it's going to put a little
prism.
Yep, it's going to put a little field on the ground that slows you, but also slows the balls, and that's how we'll use. That's how we'll deal with the balls for the bulk of the first part of the fight, and then at the end there's going to be a whole new thing to talk about. But we'll just work on phase 1 for tonight.
Is the spinny balls on Heroic or just on Mythic?
Yep, that's on there too, but the beginning it's just something to dodge, and then later it's a whole new strategy we have to talk about.
I could not remember, so I thought I'd ask.
Okay, here we go. And so the big thing we need to do way better on than on normal too is people have to be spread out way better. So we'll have to probably where everybody's standing in the future. Thing coming from the sky, you have to make. And so the other one's over here, solo.
There.
And make sure you don't just snap the spell, guys.
What?
Okay, so you see these gray lines? That's where the ball that we have to aim the thing at is going to come from. The gray lines, when he does the brown lines, there's also gray lines. Alright, I'll go a little bit deeper on this.
Well, I just couldn't see.
So when we dispel Prism, it drops shit on the ground, so we need people to run out before we dispel, I think?
Yep.
That is correct. So it turned out, so it looks like you only have to aim that beam at the balls that have the dodecahedrons on them.
Don't really...
Yep. Yeah, that's correct.
So I went over to knock a ball back, and the beam trained on me on that area, even though it had been released.
Well, we'll still
our last
have the
ball.
beams regardless. So.
Oh, I understand.
Okay, I got another food. So yeah, let me explain. So the indicator for where that tank mechanic needs to get pointed, it's just like on normal. There's going to be those swirls on the ground that we have to dodge all the time. Okay, on heroic, there's going to be gray swirls. Okay, wherever the gray swirl is, he basically throws out that shielded orb. Okay, so there's going to be two, one on one side of the room, one on the other. Obviously one tank, we can move this boss really quickly. Like we can just run right around him. So it doesn't really matter which one of us does it, but just be ready. Whoever has the boss gets one, and then the next person taunts and gets the other. And as long as we get those done mad quick, then...
Like, to be able to see it, is it, like, close to where we're standing to be able to see it, or do I have to look around? Excited.
So what you're looking for is the gray swirls. And then as long as you line up the beam with the gray swirls, you'll hit the shielded ad that'll be all the way in the back, and that's all you need to do.
And that it instead of it's the little ball, but it's got the golden geometric shape.
Just call it cage.
It's got like an armor on it, basically. Yeah.
Chevron pointing down.
Okay, let's get some more looks for a check. And so yeah, so you make sure you guys aren't just like randomly dispelling. This is going to be difficult for us, honestly, because it does require a lot of communication. Luckily, the beginning of the fight is the only time that this is actually a part of it, from my remember serves. So just make sure you guys are playing proactively and speaking and talking in Discord. Okay, it's going to be pretty important here. Here's a raid check.
Probably need healers for around the boss too.
Yeah, and so currently we only have 3, so like this is all going to change next week. So we'll just not worry about it. We'll just get some reps tonight and see what we can learn. But yeah, at least for tonight, try to make sure you guys are all in 3 different spots. Because like what's going to have to happen here is, like, for example, say like I don't know, like Zach is in a position and he's going to say, I need to dispel. Well, then the healer who's near Zach is going to have to identify that they're near him and dispel him. And then the other 2 who aren't are going to have to identify that as well and be like, oh, I can't do that. And if for some reason it's not happening, then that needs to be communicated on. And then like the same thing would happen, like if, say there's 2 people near one healer, well, that has to be communicated on as well. Like 2 people near Knight, well, she can only get 1 at a time. So then either you have to discuss that, or a healer has to, rotate over and get the dispel.
So right now, all the healers are within healing range of each other. So we need to spread out.
So just go on, like, make it like a triangle out of the healing formation, basically, and that's as good as we can do tonight. But obviously, this is a 4 heal fight, so.
I'm melee, So I'll be right on his ass.
Okay.
I don't have any choice. I have to be in melee.
Now, as long as you can dispel the people in your triangle of the room, that's fine. But
I'll let you get melee then.
well, so that's not how it works. So the people who have the thing have to run out, and they have to get dispelled far away. So that's what I'm saying. So there's going to be you're going to be responsible right now for 1/3 of the room, which is pretty much ridiculous. That's not possible. You need 4 healers for this. But anyway, for now, practice that. You're going to be responsible for 1/3 of the room, and whenever somebody runs out, you identify who, if they're in your area, and dispel them. And they'll be communicating, hopefully, and if not, then this is very difficult. So let's just get some more looks. Here we go.
I'll be in melee on the left side, so I'll try to do people that run out on the left.
Yeah, so and we got you and Fresh like less than 20 yards away from each other. So.
Oh, we're across from each other, directly across from each other.
Yeah, see, I don't see what we're supposed to do.
See, gray circle?
I see the gray. I see it. I see it.
So I'm hitting this one, and then the other one's on the opposite side of the room.
See the other one now.
Target you.
I can get Saber.
Oh, right.
Oh, he moved away. I can't get Saber anymore.
Riz is gonna need a dispel.
And they're both over here on the right side. I think I might actually be able to hit both of these.
I can't dispel him. I don't know. I can't see it. But
No, I only hit the one. The other one, I'm dead. Cool. Alright, that's it. Wipe it up. So we're still taunting every other beam too, don't forget.
Yeah, sorry.
Just run under him. That should kill you quick.
Yeah, good call.
I soaked up one of his beams.
Nice. Good work.
They
So that
disappear is the thing, so.
So what we're looking for is the orb with the shield around it. It's like people are trying to describe it as like a geometric shape thing. So the gray things are the precursor to that, but then once it's out, it's a completely different orb than all the other ones, and should be pretty noticeable. Yeah, so you see what we're having here, guys, and why I know this fight's gonna be like we're gonna be on this for a really long time, is because we have like a lack of like understanding of where players are, and it's like, you know, obviously you're probably meant to strategize around that, but at least for right now, I don't think it's productive. But like, so you as healers, you have to recognize who is in your area. So like that's what you should be learning tonight. You should be learning like. And this is obviously going to change in the future, but this muscle memory is what you need to be recognizing. It's like, okay, so I'm responsible for, Apparition, Saber Dancer, Denegra, Yulin, and Void Dust. Like, those are the people who are going to be in your dispel range when they run away. And so, like, that situation there where, like, I can dispel this person, but you only could because you thought you were close enough to them, but they're actually on the other side of the boss in melee range, and then when they run away, now they're not in your area anymore, you know?
And that
so,
also presumes that they run away in the same direction every time.
Yeah.
Well, that we
we
can
had
control.
2 melee that got the debuff, and they both ran in kind of the same direction. I can't dispel both of them.
Yep. So that's what I'm talking. That's why the fight's gonna be hard. So yeah, just get like a feel for
They've
it.
been marked.
Let's get a feel for it tonight, guys, and we'll just see if we can master this tank thing tonight, and that'll be enough. Because obviously we are definitely doing this with at least 4 healers in the future.
And
all right, one more raid check.
Yes, make sure you're going to the same spot every time.
Yeah, and just try to get used to that, because like obviously like, you know, we're gonna keep adding players to this raid, and people are like just showing up whenever the fuck they want and shit, so it's gonna be hard. But what we need is consistency from the people who are actually here. Because this fight is going to be very annoying when we just have like, you know, a bunch of new people every week, and it's going to be like, well, you're in my spot now, or you're in this. Oh, why does this person have to dispel that person? Like that's going to be a tough one for this. So just to people who are always here, make sure you guys are ready to do the same fight every single time. Here we go.
Do you want to put a mark on me too?
Well, don't they have to run out to be dispelled?
He's a healer that needs the...
Yeah, we'll put a mark on you next pull. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we have the gray pretty much right next to us. And you taunt. Good. More gray. Pretty much the exact same spots we just did.
Spread.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
Ball hit him.
Ball by
Yeah, and so we're still doing everything from normal as well. Like we have to stop these from reaching him.
Attack shield.
Okay, reclaims. This is massive raid damage here. We need to stop these from hitting. Good.
Yeah,
We
I
can't
was-
do this with 3 healers.
Yeah, I was trying to stop a ball, and that put me too low.
I know we can't kill it with 3 healers, but do you think it's not even worth trying to learn?
It's
the
not even
first
worth
wave?
trying to learn it.
Yeah, there's no
There's
way
too
for
many-
healers
there's
to
too
keep
many to
everyone
do-
up during that.
Yeah, we can't do it.
Why?
There are too many, like 5 people got the decurse thing.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, there's going to be a lot to dispel. It's going to be frequent.
Not even that. During the reclaim, 3 people can't keep up the whole rate during that AoE damage.
Okay, so you want to just stop?
I think so. We
Many deals for a friend.
because during a normal reclaim, well, as you said, now we did take a big blast from a ball, hitting the boss. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah, there was a ball right before that, so we didn't go and topped off. So we should probably try it once without screwing up the balls.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, the ball hitting it was pretty much a guaranteed wipe. That's
Yeah,
how we
that's
kill people.
100% of the fight that's going to still be present. So
Pot's still up over here.
let's do one more at least. I think obviously it's going to be really hard to get any value out of the learning tonight, but I do think there's a lot of things that people need to see. So I'd rather get that foundation laid while we can. But then just the big thing is just making sure that you guys are doing like the rest of the mechanics as well, because there's new stuff that's overwhelming, and then we're letting bombs through. So that's the big issue there.
I definitely learned something. It's the car wash brush that goes by can very rapidly switch positions.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother part of the fight. We have to talk a whole fucking time about that. But yeah, actually that's true too, guys. Don't just run out blindly. Try to run it in a position that's intelligent. Okay, that puddle is gonna drop and it's gonna make the bombs go slower. Okay, and that's really important. Like it's the way you do the fight. Like if we do the fight like normal, where you just have to constantly bounce the balls back, we're just like fucked on damage. Like we'll never do the damage portion of the fight. We need to rely on those puddles to help us do the mechanics, okay? And
Wait,
that's
so
why
the puddles we're creating slow the bombs down?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the one from getting dispelled.
They slow us and the bombs. Yep.
But we want them. We want them in the back of the room where the balls are coming out.
Yeah, we want them basically like halfway, like so they're getting knocked through it every time.
I need to do something. I'm putting that up.
All right, so we've got a first sigil. This is that kind of weird one. It can be intellect, agility, or strength, and resets something based on your covenant. So for me, it resets my Door of Shadows, and has a 5-minute cooldown. Main spec rolls on that. Main spec rolls on the first sigil. Main spec rolls, and in 3, 2, 1. Grats Mechabruns. Maybe you have a better power that it cools down.
The thing that you want is the verse. It's like a massive damage buff.
Yes, it is.
It's like one of the best damage trinkets that's ever been in the game, but it's a 5-minute CD. So.
Stop running that way. Turn.
Sorry.
I can't see that being good for a healer, though.
No.
No, definitely not. So the question about where you dropped them, guys. So let me see if I can explain this to you with words. It's probably going to be a lot easier to see. Okay, so let me tell you what I think is the best way to describe it, and then you'll see it. Okay. So what we want is every time the ball gets knocked back, like it gets knocked back like X yards, right? Like I don't know exactly how far, but you see that happen, and you know where the ball gets knocked whenever you knock it back. So what we want is that slow puddle in a position where you can knock the orb behind it, okay? So you can stay attacking the boss, like doing your rotation and shit, but the puddle is close enough that when you knock the orb, it goes behind it, and it gets slowed a second time. So not so far that if it gets close to the boss and we knock it back, it doesn't go into the slow, but not so close that people are accidentally running into it. Does that make sense? And I don't think it's easy to explain. I think it's a lot easier to see. And once you've seen it, once you see these balls get knocked back into the slow, and then they just get caught, you know, they just get stuck in it for like 5 seconds, that's how it's supposed to be done. Keep knocking them back behind it, into it, and keeping them slowed as often as possible. And then obviously that also requires you putting it in the right spot. Like if there's no balls in like fucking 40-yard range, then, you know, whatever. But if they're close, you're going to move towards that. And that's why this is hard, because it's going to require intense, not only communication, but awareness. Like you have to be aware of where you are, aware of where everything else is. And it's, yeah, this is also an insane DPS race. It's probably the hardest fight that we're going to do in here, honestly. So here's a raid check.
Question. So I'm over here. Say the balls are spawning from my lock TP, and they're moving towards the boss. Is like where I'm jumping, like where I should be dropping off the puddle, or kind of more halfway between the boss?
So I just explained that the best I can, and now it's just you're just gonna have to see where they spawn, where they get to, where they get knocked back.
Yeah, just experiment.
Yep. Okay, here's right. Because it's gonna be different. Like if there's no melee there, then they're never gonna get knocked back from the front of the boss, right? You know, if it's only range there, then they're gonna be getting knocked back a different amount of distance. You know? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
not
it really does.
If you're going to be knocking it back as range, put it like where you're going to be standing to knock it back.
So let me maybe
Yeah,
I think
that's fine. That's fine there. That's
Okay.
all. That's all.
All right, good. Yeah, because you just want to knock it through the ball. So if you're like a melee and it's like 40 yards up by the boss, then the puddle is in a different spot. But if you're a range and you're like 40 yards behind the boss, then the puddle is in a different spot. Like, you know, you don't just put it in some universal pattern. We want them to actually catch the knockback or the ball itself. Okay. All right, here we go. We'll get a couple more here just to keep seeing this, because this is going to be a long. You guys, everybody has to see this. Okay, here we go.
So Metro, we won't always get those ball things, right?
5
on every taunt swap.
2.
Every time he does the gray circles, we have to do that. Everything
Right,
else,
but
it
we
doesn't
won't
matter.
always get those because there was
Won't always? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like every other time, it looks like. Okay, so there's gray over to the right here. Good, perfect.
Got you, Lynn.
Spread.
Whoa, what is that? Careful, guys.
Dispel me, please.
I can't. I have to dispel myself.
Attack shield.
Here comes the reclaim. And so just pop everything here, guys. Just like make sure we use all of our healing
shielded
CDs.
one over by night.
Oh.
Yeah,
No,
when the last beam went out, it pointed at one that was already
Yeah, that was probably my fault. I saw like a bunch of people making like wild movements and I got distracted.
How big is this absorb shield? It doesn't really indicate.
I think it's
I don't know.
like 3% of his health.
Right now it's 138k.
I think it was some percent of his health. I think
3%.
The weak aura suite for this raid tells you when it pops up.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. What is that? Oh, this is the mythic mechanic.
We continuing?
I mean, I don't see any reason to stop it. If you guys want to stop, we can.
Guess I'd personally like to see the slow mechanic myself. I've only seen it once.
Cool. Here's ready check then. Alright, here we go. Oh, it's not ready.
I'm ready. I said I was ready.
Okay, here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, first thing mechanic thing. Didn't get that one. Oh fuck, that does a lot of damage.
Spread.
Slows lined up.
Yeah, you see how fucking slow those things are? Like, it's actually insanely valuable.
Spell Riz.
Missed the shielded bomb.
Yeah, still a
Did we?
shield
Missed it
one
again.
from wherever.
It's right behind you, Metro.
Behind you,
Yeah,
Metro.
yeah, I don't even see that third set. That's my bad. That's
Alright, we're
hit
gonna
them.
wipe them.
Let's use revival and shit, guys. I don't know why we're sitting on these CDs. Let's go ahead and wipe it up. So there's 3 sets in each phase, is that right?
Hey, Max. Well, yeah, +3 is so low, it's actually ridiculous. I bet you Metro and I could get together and basically duo a +3. He could probably solo a +3 at this point, but if we could almost time it, you know. Especially if it was like Necrotic Wake or something. Something like that would be really easy to...
I have many, many wares.
And so maybe something that's also not obvious, guys, is like the reason this is so difficult is because, you know, we're going to do this phase, right? And we're going to sit here and wipe for a ton of time, I'm sure. And then we're going to leave the room. And then we're going to be in a new room. And everybody has to find the exact same orientation they were just in. And the healers and the DPS all need to be organized again, you know? And it's like, this is a very complicated encounter. So there's a lot to learn. This is going to be like, you know, it's like the Sylvanas right now. We have a lot of pulls ahead of us. It's not going to be like Lahuvum where we just kill it.
Alright, I can start.
Even more if we do that.
And then Raven pulls the boss. Cool. Alright, here we go.
I think the easy way to organize just like on is like you know like what lake you're
Donald.
on from where
This
you
is
enter.
World of Warcraft.
Cool. That's
Massively
That's how I've always thought,
multiplayer
like,
online
I always go
role-playing
to
game.
this lake from the door.
cool. It's a good idea.
His fifth leg.
Got you.
Alright,
That only
Dispel
works
Riz.
if the tanks always have them in the same orientation.
Can someone get Riz?
Hey, new gray shit.
There was a gray underneath the brown over here, too.
Okay. Kind of good. And I guess there's another one. No, okay, there was just 4. I just missed it twice last time. Okay, so let's use our CDs, guys. Revival Trent, guys. Let's go. Make sure nobody dies while we learn this. Yeah, there we go. Through that.
Nice, good job, guys.
Yep. More brown, gray.
Spread.
Okay, we're leaving the phase. Nice. Alright, let's practice this next part.
Not bad. Depends on the
just
server.
use like any hellstones or anything here, guys. Like, don't die on this way. Just get us through this. And make sure you're dodging the residuals of this every time. This is going to be a lot more important that we're accurately spread here. And the knockback is still just as dangerous. Probably knocks you even farther, I'd imagine.
Oh, dude, that trust me, we still have several million players across a bunch of realms. It's very popular.
Spell me.
It's more popular than Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh, there's more of those still.
Yeah, in this phase we can probably just dispel right away.
Yeah, just snap them, man.
And neither Ulan or I got it until... Wow.
Okay, so just like kind of practice getting back in the same spots.
Yeah, I died from missiles because I was knocking back orbs.
Spread.
Well, the missiles went out. But there's literally 17, almost 18 years worth of content to experience, so I would say it's a better game than just about any MMO that exists.
It's like we got more of the pass-around game. Car wash, as that's called.
Spread.
It's for free up to level 20 after that, monthly sub.
Wow! With AMS up, that killed me. Holy shit.
Yeah, you just exploded.
That's literally, yeah, that one shot me probably 200k overkill.
This.
Yeah, it hit me for 216k.
Attack shield.
I placed those in the bad spot, my bad. That it matters, because we're dead here.
I do lots of
gonna be hard
streams
with
where I
that,
level, I do stuff like Mythic Plus, which is the high-end dungeons. This is Raid, where we're doing the high-end, 10 to 30 man content. So if you stick around and sub and all that, I can give you tips if you decide to play.
Yeah, so basically watching the minimap, and I'm seeing I'm like in the south part of the center of the room, so I know where to go regroup for the second room.
Yeah, and so you can see the map. Like if you open the map now, you can see the 3 rooms we're gonna fight the boss in. And you see how they're all kind of like oriented the same way. The north is the north, right? Like you're always going to be in the north if you're on the north right now, and you're going to try to be in that same orientation every time. So, and if you do that and get good at that, then this makes this a lot easier. But the end is going to get like there's a whole nother part to this.
So in the next,
let's get 1 or 2 more. Here's Richard.
2, I'm going to be having my back to the door with the minnow. Gotcha. But yeah, definitely worth checking out for sure. Like I say, it's free up to level 20. It's a very different game from Final Fantasy XIV, for sure.
All right, here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That was the first tank set of mechanics. Great work.
Dispel me, please.
Spell safe.
And the next set of tank mechanics is on its way.
Spread.
Praying for that.
Target you.
Dispel void.
Spell the magic.
Attack.
I survived it. Gotta pop 3 different CDs. Okay, don't let a ball here, guys, and just let's use our CDs here. Don't. See, like a lot of people with defensive CDs up right now. Just use them.
That
It looks
really
like
quick.
another set of tank mechanics.
Spread.
Okay, we're leaving phase.
Spread.
Make sure you spread here, guys. Make sure you dodge the residuals on Heroic. It's going to do a lot of damage. You need to move accurately. Like, you guys are still moving wildly on this fight. You don't want to do that. Just once you get in a pattern, just sit in that pattern. And here comes the knockback.
Target you.
Keep fucking pressing that. Okay, here comes more spreading. Getting out of residuals.
Watch your step.
And final knockback of the phase. Gotta get knocked in a good spot.
Check position.
Yep, make sure you're in the same position in all 3.
Spread.
Ah! Pod tender.
Spell.
Just like putting the tank mechanic on other people. That's way better.
Hey, CCB.
Spread.
Copy of the
Thank you.
tank
I'm glad
mechanic.
you
Dude. Come
think
on.
it's cool. For sure, for sure.
You will end.
Sorry.
But yeah, this is a progression boss. This is the boss we haven't killed yet, so we're learning it.
Okay, couple more here. Ready, check coming. Get through that phase 1, like into the second room with everybody alive, and I think we're way ahead of schedule. Like, I thought we'd be in phase 1 for like a couple days, honestly. Much better than, and I think what we're seeing already, dude, the fucking damage, it's carrying us. Like, we are actually blowing the doors off this place. Like, you know what I mean? So we got to just let that carry us and just learn the mechanics at the pace that we do, and we'll be good.
Yep.
Here we go.
He's entirely correct. This is a killable fight for us next week, for sure. Especially once we get a proper amount of healers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Comes the first set of tank mechanic.
Target you.
Okay, more tank mechanic.
Spread.
Just building there.
Attack shield.
Make sure you're monitoring the orbs, guys. Don't let them get too close. Good. Easy mode. More tank mechanic. I'll go to this far one. Okay, it's leaving good. Alright, make sure you're focusing on living here, guys. And make sure you're accurately spreading and running like normally, okay? Don't make any sudden movements in this phase.
Please try to stay out directly under him. Let's melee sneak in there after the first hit.
Watch your step.
There's a knockback. 3, 2 now.
Go whenever.
Spread.
Another spread.
Still haven't been dispelled.
Watch your step.
Almost got that.
Another knockback here. Final one. There we go. Okay, mechanic, I'll go to this far one.
Spread.
That's what.
Why is it not
Pepper.
taunting?
I don't know. You'll have to ask yourself that.
Well, I
Swipe
hit
it up.
taunt.
Just promoted the boss.
Spread.
It could be that it's just like too late. Like basically, as soon as he starts the cast of the one that's on me, you can taunt, and then the next one will be on you.
Yeah,
and that we actually,
that might be
yeah,
it.
I've seen that happen even on normal, where it's like, I'm a little lazy, and I was like, I'll just taunt eventually, and then it just ends up putting the second one out immediately after the first one.
Because both times where you got it back to back, I definitely taunted because my taunt was on cooldown.
Yeah, shit. Is this the right room? Yeah. Okay,
Yep.
cool. Let's do one more, guys. We'll learn a little bit. I mean, I think we learned a lot about this fight, honestly. This is really good. Like, this is really good. We've learned so much about this fight already, and I thought, you know, the numerical part of this fight would challenge us, but we are, again, like, really blowing the doors off some of these fights, so we are, like, so far. I'm so glad that we spent a little bit extra time on normal, because it's making our progress. Like, we're literally killing these fights in, like, 1 hour, right? Like, that's crazy. So, here's the raid check.
I mean, we've literally progressed 2 bosses per week the last 3 weeks, so.
Yep. And if we keep that up, we'll be on to... Well, we'll be done, I guess, yeah.
We'll be on to alts.
All right. Here we go. Last poll of the week, guys. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, first set of gray circles on its way. I'll go to the right one.
Target you.
Oh, a little too soon there.
Sorry.
Alright, dispel Riz. Got it.
Spread.
Spell save.
Spell the neighbor.
Attack shield.
Okay, reclaim, guys. Make sure you do not die here. Make sure you soak the balls. We should be leaving phase soon, but we might have one more tank mechanic still. Nope, good. Okay, good. It's really clean. Everybody's alive. Make sure you're ready to stay that way.
Spread. Watch your step.
Another spread after this, guys. Knock yourself into a good position for the spread.
Spread.
Never heard so much spread.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Okay, one more.
I avoid it like the
Knock back
plague.
here. Make sure you do not die, guys. Good, and that's our goal for tonight. We got here with everybody alive. Keep practicing this phase for now. Watch, first thing is going to be the tank mechanics. Yeah, make sure you're in good position here, guys.
Definitely have some people roving in spots.
Spread.
Oh, shit.
That's fine. We got plenty of time.
Spell res.
Spell send.
More over here.
Spread.
Another thing, folks, if somebody's standing in front of a ball, you don't need to run over
Target
it.
you.
Okay, we're going to have another
Attack shield.
reclaim, guys. Any defenses we have, make sure you're using immunities, etc. Gonna be more tank mechanics coming.
Spread.
Spell when you can't.
Leaving the phase. Nice.
Holy crap, we're running up third.
Spread.
Okay, we kill boss here, guys. Watch the spread here, make sure. Dodge residuals.
Watch your step.
Knockback coming. Make sure you're staying alive here.
Spread.
Spell whenever. It's the best thing to do.
We only have 2 healers up right now, so. Another knockback in 10 seconds.
40%. This is what we like this far.
Watch your step.
Well, that was a risky power res.
Spread.
Hold on.
Watch your step.
Another knockback. Oh. Okay, let's hero. See what happens. In this phase, we don't have to do that thing mechanic.
You get the car wash full effect though, so full rotation.
double car wash.
Yeah, you gotta run around in a circle.
Punch ball.
Yep, just trying to soak them.
One got through.
Oh shit! It was right next to me. I didn't even see it. My bad.
Spread.
There's one about to hit.
You gotta get all 4 of those balls, man. Get all 4.
I don't think we're gonna kill
another
it.
ball got to him. That's what ephemeral eruption is.
Yep.
Sub 25%, not bad.
Not bad at all, considering we first time ever seen it. Yeah. I'll tell you guys, legitimately amazing. Like honestly, like this whole night was just win after win. Like I can't believe how well we did tonight. So I won't bother you with the rest of that fight. There's a few more things we need to discuss, but excellent work. Honestly, you've seen most of the fight now, right? So it's going to get a lot easier with the extra healer and a little bit more balanced raid team. But we just did what I thought would take us like multiple nights. That's pretty impressive, to be honest. So really good work, guys. Really good. This week is really good.
Good job, everybody. Nice run this week.
Yeah,
All right, everybody. That is going to be it for raid tonight. So
Yeah,
that's it
we're
for the stream.
picking up the
We'll be
slack
back
there.
tomorrow with some more streams of other stuff.
Thanks very much, everybody.
Take care.
Good work.
We'll see you next time. Peace.